So close to sin. Sucker for sin.
What is going on, guys? It's Wolfie here and welcome back to my Borussia Dortmund career mode on FIFA 16. Simulating this game against Dramstrad, however you call them. We get a 2-2 draw. We're in good form. I might as well just simulate some of the games so we can speed up the process of ending this season. I'd like to talk about the season so far. We are now in the semi-final of the Deutsche Pokal against Schalke. And that's going to be a really intense game. Our rivals in the semi-final for the Deutsche Pokal. That's going to be a very interesting game indeed. So that will be in the upcoming episodes. And we've also got, I can't remember who we've got, to be fair, but we are obviously now in the quarterfinal of the Europa League, which is very nice indeed. It'll be very nice to win the Europa League and the Deutsche Pokal, because that will be two cups out of the way that I don't really need to focus on next season. Some people, really focus on defending the cup that they win, like if they win the FA Cup or the Capital One Cup or whatever. They kind of really focus on defending it. I don't really focus on defending it as much. I just kind of see it as, I won the cup. Now I'm down in the history books, and that's that really, and move on. Don't really need to defend it. If we defend it, we defend it. If we don't, we don't. And that's how I really see it. But winning the cup for me is mainly just about getting in the history books and moving forward. So Deutsche Pokal would be very nice to win. We don't really have any major teams left, as we have knocked out Wolfsburg, as you saw in the previous episodes. We also don't have Bayern Munich, who've been knocked out of the Deutsche Pokal. So it's only us, Schalke, Gladbach, and someone else left in the cup. I can't remember which team it was, but there's only small teams left really. Schalke's not a small team, but compared to what they used to be, I consider them now as a quite small team compared to Bayern Munich and Dortmund and Wolfsburg. So yeah, those are the teams left in that. Then we've got the Bundesliga, which mathematically we are definitely going to be staying in the Champions League position, as first and second are miles ahead of third and fourth. So that is very good for us. So we already in the Champions League next season, which is very good. However, it would be nice for us to win the Bundesliga, and that game there that you just saw against Bayern Munich was pretty much a must-win game for us to really make a gap between us and Bayern Munich. However, that just didn't happen. We got a draw. Playing a world class can be such a punk in the arse sometimes, and I don't like it, but you got to do it. And yeah, they just do stuff you can't really do. So yeah, it was a shame to draw against Bayern Munich because we really did need to win. This game here is the first leg against Southampton. So we are really doing well in the Europa League, which is nice for us. But anyway, moving forward, as I was saying, so it would be nice to win 3 trophies in one season. A bit optimistic, I know, and a bit far-fetched, and to win 3 trophies in one season. But I think we could definitely get the Deutsche Pokal. I'm confident in the team's ability. And I also feel like we can, if we can keep our winning ways up, we can achieve the Bundesliga trophy, which would be a massive achievement to knock off Bayern Munich after freaking 4 or 5 seasons of them just completely dominating the Bundesliga. So yeah, I really want to do that. Europa League, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It would be nice to add the Europa League trophy into Borussia Dortmund's cabinet, and then also win the Champions League in 1 or 2 seasons. I don't know. Well, as in 2 or 3 seasons, moving on to the 3rd season. I don't know, but it would be nice to win all the trophies we can, as much as we can, and see what happens, because we want to win these. Did we play the Super Cup? No, we didn't play the Super Cup. So we want to win the Super Cup we want to win the Deutsche Pokal, we want to win the Europa League, and we want to win the Bundesliga. So 3 of those trophies so far we can win the season. The Super Cup, if we get the Deutsche Pokal or we finish first on the table, we can play in the Deutsche Pokal Super Cup. Sorry, we can play in the Super Cup next season, which would be fantastic for us. Then obviously you've got the Champions League, which is going to be very difficult. I've got a feeling, if you've watched my FM series, right, I've never been the one to get good draws in Champions League groups. I've never ever been handed a nice, chilled, relaxed draw in a Champions League group, it's always been mugged off or just glitched, and I've had like the worst draws in a Champions League group. So I'm hoping FIFA's not the same. I'm hoping EA don't talk to Sports Interactive like, look, just send us that little group glitch you got for Wolfie, and we'll just add it into the FIFA game. You're right, mate. Yeah, safe. That's what I don't want. So I'm hoping we can get a really nice, chilled group. I don't want an easy group, but not a group with like freaking PSG and Real Madrid in it. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's a bit out of order, if I'm honest. Like, it's just a bit out of order. But yeah. So that is how our season is looking right about now. We are doing really, really well in my first season. As I've mentioned in previous episodes, this is definitely my longest career mode I've ever done on YouTube. So this is a fantastic achievement for me, as well as it is probably nice for you to sit down and watch a Borussia Dortmund career mode from a Borussia Dortmund fan who is absolutely in love with the club. So that is how things are going right now. But yeah. I was going to end this series actually after one season. I was thinking about stopping it after the first season. I was like, because for me at one point it is still now, it is just a bit easy. I mean, I change between professional and world class. Like, you know, when I'm having too much difficulty with the game, I do try to change it over to world class. And if I'm just chilling or whatever, and sorry, if I'm having difficulties and whatnot, I do change it over to professional. If I find that really too easy, then I move over to world class and stuff like that. But yeah, that's it. So I was going to end it after one season, but I decided not to. See the game against Augsburg there, we won 1-0, decided to simulate that. And because of the advantage we had getting 2 away goals against Southampton, I decided to simulate the last game in the Europa League, and we do win 3-0. Royce getting 2 goals and Kagawa on the score sheet as well, so that's very nice for us. Leading on to the end of this episode here, just showing you our season, how things are looking now. Sorry, that's the Champions Cup. Sorry, so that's the Champions League, how the Champions League is looking right about now. I'm just showing you different stuff about how tables are looking and whatnot. And this is how the Europa League is. So we've got Villarreal in our next game in the quarterfinal. We've got Man City, Arsenal still left, Sevilla, Monaco, Olympiacos, and Liverpool. So that's that. Hopefully you have enjoyed this episode. If you have, be sure to leave a like, and I will see you for the next episode. Peace.